Yo, thanks for clicking on the video. My name's Tyler, and today I'm racing my friend Yoshiller in Super Mario 3D World. We picked 8 levels from the game, from Worlds 4, 5, and 6, that we'll be racing through as a relay. The loser has to do a live stream where they play through a level of the opponent's choice 100 times back to back. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Now time for the countdown. 1, 2, 3, go! Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to Versus. My name's AttackingTucans. Today we're playing Mario 3D Worlds for the second time, but this time against Yoshiller. How's it going, bro?
I'm okay. I'm Yoshiller. Hello, humans. I am playing Super Mario 3D World, a game that
Whoa, bro. Do not assume my species.
What did I say? I said human?
Yeah, excuse you, but I'm actually an alien, and I'm here on the Alien Ant Farm.
Alien Ant Farm, the band that's actually quite good, but everyone knows them for the one cover of a Michael Jackson song they did years ago.
Yeah, and are you okay? I'm glad you knew who Alien Ant Farm was. That was perfect.
Well, I know good music, so you don't have to worry.
That's true. What's up?
So, yeah, I love this game.
I was gonna ask, what would you consider not good music?
Slow. Anything slow.
Anything slow. Okay, hello. Adele, you heard him. You heard Yoshiller. Get the heck out of here. You are not on his radar.
Adele's not objectively bad.
That's a pretty fast song, so it makes sense why you like it. Smooth Criminal's, yeah, a very quick song.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just blew this. I was supposed to jump on that other ant. That's okay.
Dude, this level starts off kind of auto-scrolly. Or not, it doesn't start off, but it ends off auto-scrolly. I'm gonna jump on this ant's head. That was so close.
Are you done with the first level already?
No, I almost died, but invincibility frame saved my life.
Alright, I'm at the end right here.
Wow, you're already in the lead. I think my mistake is I went in that pipe thinking it would be faster to like skip the first ant head jump segment, but I think it just slowed me down.
Alright, okay. So we have a specific set of levels here. It's 4-1, and the next one I have to play is Beat Block Skyway, which is a level I like.
I also like Beat Block Skyway. One, because that's a freaking hilarious name. The Beat Block.
It's also a good song.
It is good, yeah.
Here we go.
It's gonna be a little bit hard. Like, these types of levels are hard to play while commentating because, like, it's rhythm-based. So that's the challenge.
Oh yeah, I can't hear it.
That's why I like Versus, is because I like challenging my friends and seeing, like, how well can you actually play a video game while you having me distract you in your eardrum the whole entire time.
Well, thankfully the blocks flash before I actually have to do any of the jumps, so I can base it based on that, because I played this level enough times to where I can, like, hear the sound effects in my head. So I was like, deep, deep, deep.
Same. Thank God there's a visual cue. I'd be really mad if there wasn't. I'd be like, what?
I probably could, like, jump past this part, but since I'm in the lead, I can be a little safer. I don't, like, technically a speedrunner wouldn't need to go after this flag, but I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah. I think, like, so Versus isn't necessarily about speedrunning. It's about, like, kind of also measuring risk/reward. Like, sure. Yeah, you can get the flag. It might cost a couple seconds, but it gives you that chance where if you do die, you won't get, like, thrown all the way back to the beginning of the level, which is way worse than a couple seconds you lose.
For sure.
The slide of everlasting happiness. Oh, what? Oh, no!
You fell off the slide?
No, I died on the slide of everlasting happiness. It's not bringing me everlasting happiness. That's false advertisement.
Well, that's 2 levels down.
Dang, okay, I'm hoping that you mess up on a future level.
I probably will. I just really like that level. All these next ones, I'm probably done for.
Done for. Okay. So as I'm trying to go down the slide, I'm gonna introduce how you and I have met.
Yeah, that's true. I believe it was at PAX East 2015.
Was it that PAX in particular? Are you sure it wasn't PAX West?
The only PAX West it would have been when it was still called PAX Prime, and that's 2014. But I'm convinced we met at PAX East 2015 because there was the Runaway Guys tourney, and you and I didn't fight each other, but we like hung out while they were setting stuff up. That's where I met a lot of.
Yeah, you were the
people.
other Yoshi main. You, me, and PK Sparks, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we were the 3 Yoshis, and I almost beat PK, but he ended up beating me, unfortunately.
Yeah, PK.
I'm still a Yoshi main.
Yeah, PK and I had to meet in the finals, where we both played Yoshi, and I mean, I guess I can spoil this because we're talking about a Smash game that came out years ago and a tournament that happened years ago. PK won.
So the thing is, PK and I were like the only two people using Black Yoshi throughout the entire tournament, but I agreed that he should get Black Yoshi because I'm gonna be Rosalina.
No, he didn't. No, we didn't agree. He didn't know who he was gonna be. I'm sticking by my tried and true.
Okay.
There you go.
But the fact that I made it to finals.
Don't spoil the Smash tournament from 5 years ago. How dare you?
We're in a whole different Smash game, dude. I don't think people care.
I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. I just like how you prefaced it like that.
Well, you know, like people are like, what if I want to go watch it? Like, well, I mean, you can. It's still fun to watch.
Yeah. Whenever you're watching anything from the Runaway guys, you're probably watching more for the personality rather than the winner in the first place.
So I believe we met there. Because that's also where I met like Lucagen and Some Call Me Johnny and Tom Fox and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, dude. So that's the thing I've loved about conventions. It's just like that's where I've made a lot of my YouTube friends and like connections. I would say like I would go as far as to say conventions have been like life-changing. Like they've changed my life and the trajectory of like what I do.
Oh, that's definitely the case for me. And PAX East in particular, especially that PAX, did change my life. That's where I did get to meet a lot of people, and that's like the first time I got to do something with Nintendo, and that was basically, yeah, had I not gone to that convention, my future, or my present, I guess, would be very different.
Your present. Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah, meeting people in real life, like other creators and stuff, definitely like brings reality to the whole situation. It makes it feel like a real, legitimate thing. It gives you like hope in a future in doing like Let's Plays and content creation.
For sure. Now, I'm very fortunate. I get to work with a lot of people. I've got like a good setup when I go to conventions. There's a way to do conventions, just like there's a way to do Disneyland. You know, like some people go to Disneyland and only go on like 2 or 3 rides, but conventions, there's a strategy element to it all.
So what is the strategy? I know you're very organized. You're very like on top of a lot of things in your life.
Well, I am lucky. So like I know a lot of the people that run some of the panels, so I can often skip the lines.
That's efficient.
But like, you know, trying not to make it all too selfish-sounding. I do write stuff down. Like I write down all the things I want to do, and if there's overlap, then I'm like, all right, we'll pick one. And a lot of my time.
Or get this, you could get a double cherry and you could go to both.
That would be great, but then you're getting into like the psychological stuff. Like, do I have both memories? Like, do I merge back together at some point? Does one of me just die and then I never know what memories that one had?
Yeah, what if like afterwards you had to like assess both versions of yourself, and whichever one had the best experience is the one you had to like choose which one had the best experience and kill off the other version and erase that experience.
Dude, how am I to say which experience was better? I don't know. But PAX East 2015 was great. Nintendo had Splatoon that year. I remember each event based on what Nintendo brought for those years, and I remember
Nintendo always has the coolest booths, like at almost pretty much any event. Even though I feel like they could still do way more than they do, they still have amazing events for what they have, for what it is at least.
Right, but like, you know, now that I've been to an event like that, I know how crowded the lines can be. So, you know, I try to get to the convention center first thing, and actually a good strategy that I think is have a big breakfast. So you don't have to leave in the middle of the day for lunch. Although there are days where I have left in the middle of the day and grabbed lunch. But the idea is to spend as little time waiting as possible. So, you know, get there early, do the thing you want to do most at the start of the day, and then work your way into doing everything, really. And you're probably not going to do everything. And, you know, I've kind of accepted that fact. I don't get to do all the tourneys I want to do. I don't get to see all the people I want to see all the time.
I love how we're having a conversation about conventions at a time where no one can go to conventions.
Can't go to conventions. I know.
Here's all the convention advice that you cannot use for at least another 8 months.
Yeah, but you know what though? Conventions might be way different when things come back to normal. Lines might actually be longer, so like I think this advice will still apply. I think there's something to be said about making sure you know what you want to do and trying to find the group of people you want to know. Now, I'm friends with a lot of YouTubers, so I meet up with a lot of them. I know that a lot of people, when they go to conventions, they kind of go there to make friends. Maybe they don't have a lot of friends.
Gaming conventions are probably a lot more exciting if you're a gaming YouTuber, because a lot more. Well, no, they're exciting for everybody in their own ways. Honestly, it might be more socially exciting for you if you're a YouTuber, though, because there's other YouTubers to talk to, and YouTubers are just kind of inclined to talk to other YouTubers because you don't just meet YouTubers in your everyday life. So you're like, whoa, this is a place where I can actually meet other people who do what I do.
For sure. Yeah.
Because most people who are YouTubers don't have YouTuber friends like in real life for a while. I ended up moving to Los Angeles so I could live around YouTubers, because I wanted to.
For sure.
Have it be
Yeah,
more
there
of a
are a
lifestyle.
lot of people that go to conventions, and it's kind of obvious when someone's trying to be friends with someone just because they're popular. But I will say that
That was the only reason you wanted to be friends with me, right? Because I was popular.
I mean, you and I don't really think you and I really knew who each other was.
Yeah,
when we
sure. You
first
probably
met.
just want to be friends with me because I'm pretty.
You were pretty.
Yeah.
Nah, you were nice. You left a good impression on me. Yeah, like I said, the PAX East 2015, specifically at that Runaway Guys event, that's where I met a lot of people. But even beyond that, what I was trying to say earlier was Nintendo had their Splatoon booth, and I lucked out because when I was waiting in line, one of the reps came over and just like brought me to the front.
Dude,
so
that's pretty pog.
it was pretty.
That was a
awesome.
long line. I remember that line. A lot of people were excited to play that game.
Oh yeah.
I even remember the guy who was commentating like that booth. It was an announcer named Hollywood.
I love Hollywood.
actually-
Yeah, MC Hollywood. Yeah, he's great. He's at.
Yeah,
he's
I've
the
seen
hype man
him
at
quite a
lot
few
of
times
Nintendo
out in
events.
LA actually.
I've been to enough events where he's the hype man and he commentates stuff that he's kind of used to me. And so when
cool.
I went to E3 in 2018 and they had Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, one of the matches I played, because I went up on stage twice, was against another player who was a pro Smash player, and I didn't know that, but he knew that. And Nintendo actually broadcasted our match to the other people in the convention center, and you can actually find it on YouTube.
Yeah, there's so much footage of every convention.
Yeah, all this to say, conventions changed my life because I get a bunch of cool opportunities like that.
Yeah, dude, you in general, like, if I can think of anybody I personally know that's had like cool, unique Nintendo related experiences, you probably have to be at one of the top people on that list. You've gotten some
I'm very
really
thankful
cool
for that.
opportunities.
I'm glad that Nintendo. I'm glad that Nintendo seems to like me. So
True. I mean, you're a good member of their community, and you brand yourself with the Yoshi hat, which is probably another one of your convention tips, right? Make yourself recognizable so people can like remember who you are.
Yeah,
And,
make
like,
yourself stand out. That's the whole reason I even wore the Yoshi hat. Was to make myself stand out. And I actually didn't start wearing it at conventions until 2014. So like the first place I wore it was E3 2014, and it worked wonders. I just because I wore this hat, a lot of people figured I was approachable, and so that got me onto KTLA News. That got me into B-roll of Conan O'Brien's late night show. That got me onto official Nintendo stuff. That's how I met like Andre the Black Nerd. He was like, "Hey, you want to be in a video?" And I was like, "Sure, I would love to." And you know, I basically had a lot of opportunities available to me because of this hat. Now I'm not telling people to wear a Yoshi hat because
your Yoshi hat isn't the only reason you're approachable, though. You're actually the nicest guy I think I've ever met in my life.
Aw, you're too kind. I hope people like me.
Although
That's
maybe
actually my fear,
Yoshiller's
though,
the type
that
of person
other
who's nice
people-
to your face, but then when you're not around, he's actually talking on the trash. Just kidding. He doesn't really talk trash.
That's my fear, is that someone else will wear a Yoshi hat and get in trouble, and they'll describe it as like, yeah, some guy with a Yoshi hat was a complete jerk and like pushed people around. I'm like, it wasn't me.
Oh my god, getting misprofiled because of the Yoshi hat. That's,
Yeah, so
that'd
that's
be
my fear.
tragic. Just
you know, the
someone just
Yoshi
tarnish
hat-
your brand.
I don't own Yoshi. Anyone could wear a Yoshi hat. I just like, I'm known for doing it, so I lucked out on that front too. But wearing this Yoshi hat has
I've
been
never
a
seen
big help.
anybody else wear a Yoshi hat in my life.
What's up?
I've never seen another Yoshi hat in my life apart from you wearing
I've
it.
seen one, and it was at PAX East too. I don't remember what year, but I saw someone.
Did you tackle them and punch them in the face and steal it from them and say, only I can wear Yoshi hats?
No, I took a picture with
Motherfucker.
him, and I did the Sonic Adventure 2 caption of "I found you, Baker." Also, I think I'm done with all the levels.
That's actually funny. What?
Yeah,
All of them?
yeah. Right? Ant Trooper Hill, Beat Block Skyway, Spike's Lost City, Sprawling Savannah, Searchlight Sneak, Clear Pipe Cruise, Deep Jungle Drift, and Taifu Flurries.
Yep.
Did
No,
I
you
miss
totally did. I'm still on Deep Jungle Drift, bro.
Oh. Yeah,
Damn, am I gonna have to do another 3D World Loser Challenge? No.
I mean, I like this game.
Dude, I totally choked on a couple moments, especially on the Spike's Lost City. I died a couple times there, and that's just what ended it for me. I had like some very silent reactions.
You did the levels as Luigi, right?
Correct.
So that might have something to do with it.
Oh yeah, my strategy wasn't as good. I've just been playing the game as Luigi, so I figured I'd probably do a better job with him.
I mean, the big jump helps on the ant level and probably on Clear Pipe Cruise, but I thought Peach's float just allowed me to do jumping more horizontally, so I thought that was of great assistance.
That totally makes sense. I had bad strategy, because I did give us the option to choose our characters in this race just to see what having that as a variable would add. Because I'm not sure people have noticed, but I've been adding lots of variables and stuff to these versus videos just to experiment with lots of ideas and just see how things go while hanging out with my friends. So that's kind of what we were doing. That ended much more quickly than I thought.
It ended more quickly than I thought too. I played these levels once or twice in a practice run, and then I just flew through them. So I'll take that.
I mean, hey, I guess maybe next time we race each other, we're gonna have to have a longer challenge so we can have a longer.
We'll do the whole world, all 3 worlds, all levels, or something. I don't know.
Because talking to you is interesting. You have a lot of like interesting stories, especially related to like the industrial side of like the YouTubers, like going to conventions, like living in LA and being near like E3 and lots of other events that are happening.
Yeah, you know, I have a constant conflict of wanting to talk about myself, but not wanting to brag too much. It's like, do I get to do cool stuff? Well, of course I do. I've done a lot of cool stuff, but I know, like, well, other people have done cool stuff too, so give them a chance to talk type of thing. So I hope I didn't really come off as this selfish, look at me, I know how to do conventions type of guy. Because I'm still learning too. I make mistakes, and I
like this, what you bring to the table as a commentator and guest. You're giving us some like information about conventions, which I enjoy as well. I mean, I'm starting Versus Expo as a convention, and I love having conversations about conventions, and I think conventions can be some of the most life-changing things in people's lives by connecting them with like-minded people and friends that they could have for a lifetime.
Well, then I'll say this, just to give a little more convention advice. You may as well pay a little extra for a more decent hotel that's closer to the convention center. You don't
Even if you have to suck a little dick on the side to get that room.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know about that. I don't know if I don't know if people should be desperate, but there are a lot of people that do like to share hotel rooms, and so when you think about it, you might say, "Oh man, $200 a night for a hotel room, that's a lot," and it is. But you share that with 3 people across 4 nights, then you're really only paying for 1 night, right? So
yeah, the breakdown.
And then
the
other
always
thing
share
is,
rooms with
if you get a cheaper hotel that's further away, you're probably still going to need to pay for some form of transportation. You could walk, but I imagine if it's over like 2 miles, most people probably won't walk. So you may as well just get a closer hotel and not have to worry about paying for Uber rides there and back every time too. And my other advice is, yeah, like, get to a convention center early. If you can have a big breakfast, I would encourage it. I don't always do that. That way you don't have to leave for lunch, or you don't have to pay for expensive convention food, because it does add up. But it is usually pretty good. It's pretty safe, but like...
I always spend way too much money on food when I go to conventions. That's like how I break my bank account.
It's a lot, and I go out to dinners with my friends and stuff too. Usually at PAX East we go to a nice Chinese restaurant. I get it. Yeah, like you should take up those opportunities, but there's a way you can do those things and not go bankrupt as well. So that's how I try to.
Dude, words of wisdom right there. Anyways, before we end the video, is there anything that you want to plug? Of course, people should go check out your YouTube channel where you do Let's Plays, mostly of Animal Crossing and Pokemon.
Yeah, so I play a lot of different Nintendo games, and I edit for a lot of Nintendo channels. On the topic of Super Mario 3D World, because that's the game we just played, I've actually recorded a co-op walkthrough of this game for my channel. You can find that probably somewhere. I don't know if Tyler's going to link it or if you just want to go to my channel and see it for yourself. But yeah, I have a 4-player co-op walkthrough of this game, and it's hilarious.
I'll link in the description. I have not played this game with online co-op yet, so I might have to go and actually check out some of yours and see what that's like.
Oh, co-op turns this into a completely different game, and I am so glad that there's online co-op. And it actually functions pretty darn well.
And that's surprising, because it normally doesn't, but I guess they made the exception for 3D Worlds.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
I guess as long as you're not playing with too many strangers, you have a better chance. It's when you start like playing against strangers who have really crappy internet is when it starts getting dangerous.
For sure, and I've had my fair share of internet problems as well, but with regards to games I played online on my Switch, Super Mario 3D World was pretty consistently good.
Good to hear, good to hear. Anyways, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up here. That went by really fast, but I mean, hey, time flies when you're having fun, baby.
I did have fun. Thank you for having me on.
No, thank you so much for being on here. I can't wait to do more versus content with you, just like pretty much every guest. I've had so much fun recording with every guest. Every single person, like the conversations are different, the skill level's different. It's just fun to see. I'm really enjoying myself doing this. And thank you for being a part of that.
Yeah, I would love to come back and have a rematch or something if you're down. So once again, thank you for having me, and I hope all goes well with you.
More so, I'm the one who needs the rematch.
Well, we will see. I will try to keep an open date.
All right. Well, take it easy, chat. Or take it easy, audience. Take it easy, Bradley. Thanks for joining, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye, humans.